In the high-stakes world of the NBA, where fierce competition meets towering egos, the court can sometimes become a battleground for more than just basketball. Over the years, we've witnessed moments where the line between intense play and outright violence gets blurred, leaving fans and players alike in shock. We're reminded that beneath the polished surface of professional sports lies a raw, human element that can erupt in unexpected ways. From famous brawls that left players with career-altering injuries to heated on-court confrontations that spilled into the stands, these incidents have become etched in the history of the NBA. Not only do they remind us of the passion and intensity that drive these athletes, but they also serve as stark reminders of the importance of sportsmanship and self-control in the heat of competition. Let's take a step back into some of the most unforgettable, sometimes regrettable, moments of aggression in the NBA, exploring what happened, why it happened, and the lasting impact these incidents have had on the game and its players. Strap in as we revisit the 5 NBA fights that rocked the basketball world. During a practice session, an unexpected physical confrontation occurred between Green and Poole, members of the Warriors, a team recently triumphant in the NBA championship. Such incidents are rare, especially within a team known for its unity, which often strengthens with victories. However, in this case, the opposite happened. This video, released by TMZ, captured the escalation of the conflict. Green was seen verbally engaging with Poole, leading to a shove from Poole and a retaliatory punch from Green, causing Poole to fall. This altercation at the Warriors' practice necessitated intervention from others to separate the two players. No disciplinary actions were taken, even though coach Steve Kerr identified this incident as a significant crisis for the team. The Warriors, a team with a remarkable history including 6 finals appearances and 4 championships in the past 9 years, have navigated through various challenges such as injuries, key player departures, and internal disputes. Yet, this physical dispute represented a notable discord within the team. The Warriors traded Poole and re-signed Green to a new contract at the start of this offseason. Poole is now a Washington Wizard, with longtime rival Chris Paul joining the Golden State. Green re-upped on a 4-year, $100 million deal. Just about everyone has moved past the training camp punch. This fight wasn't the most famous or the most violent ever, but it was pretty bad, and the league's strict actions afterwards pretty much stopped fights in the sport. The whole thing began when the New York Knicks were losing badly at home to the Denver Nuggets. The Knicks were upset that the Nuggets still had their main players in the game. Marty Collins from the Knicks committed a rough foul on J.R. Smith of the Nuggets. Collins grabbed him by the neck and took him to the floor. Smith got up and immediately started jawing at Collins. Nate Robinson got in Smith's face. Anthony shoved Robinson, who got tangled up with Smith, and the two spilled into the stands while tussling. It was total chaos, something the NBA really didn't want, especially since it was only about 2 years after another big fight known as the Malice at the Palace. So the NBA commissioner, David Stern, decided to punish the players harshly. He suspended 7 players for a total of 47 games. This included a 15-game suspension for Anthony, who was the top scorer in the league at the time. Before moving to the next tussle, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. NBA players used to regularly get into brawls years ago. Throughout the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s, it seemed as though altercations were common. In the 1980s, the Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers were the top teams in the NBA's Eastern Conference. They were often the finalists from the East in the NBA Finals from 1980 to 1987, usually after beating each other. Rivalries can really push players to compete harder, but sometimes things can go too far. This happened in 1984 during a regular season game between Larry Bird's Boston Celtics and Julius Erving's Philadelphia 76ers. Bird was playing really well against the Sixers. Bird's performance and his attitude annoyed Erving, and they both got into a big fight with punches thrown. They were both thrown out of the game after this. In total, 18 people were fined because of the fight, including 17 players and the 76ers coach, Billy Cunningham. Erving and Bird got the biggest fines at $7,500 each, which was a lot for that time. For modern-day NBA fans, it's hard to comprehend the fact that no suspensions were issued. The fans know physical altercations are taken extremely seriously by the league these days. In the late 70s, a basketball game between the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers changed how the NBA looks towards fights even to this day. During the game, Kermit Washington of the Lakers and Kevin Cunnard of the Rockets got into a fight while following a fast break by the Rockets. They started hitting each other. Rudy Tomjanovich, the Rockets captain, tried to break up the fight but ended up being hit really hard by Washington in an incident that became infamously known as the punch. Tomjanovich was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries, including a fractured skull, broken jaw, broken nose, and other facial damages. As a result, Washington was suspended for 60 days without pay and had to pay a $10,000 fine. Tomjanovich missed the rest of that season because of his injuries, but came back the next season and made it to the All-Star game for the 5th time in his career. In 2004, an unprecedented event occurred during a basketball game, leading to a brawl of immense magnitude. This incident, known as the Malice at the Palace, stands unparalleled in sports history for the level of chaos it caused. The confrontation happened in the final minute of a game between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons. A severe foul quickly escalated into a physical altercation, marking the onset of the most notorious brawl in the annals of basketball. During the game, Ben Wallace of the Pistons was fouled aggressively by Ron Artest, now Meta Sandiford Artest, while attempting a layup. The foul led to Wallace pushing Artest and both teams gathering at midcourt, leading to a bench-clearing confrontation. As Artest reclined on the scorer's table, a spectator threw a drink at him, igniting a frightening and chaotic melee involving both players and fans. This altercation extended from the stands to the court and lasted an intense 2 minutes, making it a memorable and unsettling event in NBA history. The game was terminated prematurely with 45 seconds left due to the extensive fight, overshadowing the Pacers' 97-82 victory. The aftermath saw significant legal consequences for the involved parties. The NBA handed out suspensions totaling 146 games and imposed financial penalties amounting to $10 million. Additionally, this incident led to the implementation of stricter security measures and alcohol sale policies in NBA arenas. This event is remembered as a remarkably chaotic episode, unique in its scale and impact, and thankfully has not been replicated since. The NBA has seen its fair share of on-court skirmishes, each leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of the league. From the intense confrontations of the past to the more regulated clashes of today, these incidents reflect not just the competitive spirit of the game, but also the evolving standards of sportsmanship and professionalism. While the NBA has taken significant strides in ensuring player and fan safety, the raw emotion and high stakes of professional basketball sometimes boil over into physical altercations. It's a testament to the passion that fuels both players and fans alike. However, as we reflect on these memorable moments, it's crucial to remember the importance of restraint and respect in the heat of competition. As fans and followers of this beloved sport, let's celebrate the intensity and fervor of the game while advocating for a culture of respect and sportsmanship that transcends beyond the court. After all, it's the love for basketball that unites us all, and it's in this spirit that the game should always be played. Want to know more scandalous NBA content? Check out this video.